Hello and welcome back to the Unboxers, and today we have for you a new figure, and it is
Sabertooth.
Wow, check him out. So this is comic book version.
It is, yes.
Comic book version of Sabertooth. Of course, I don't think he's been in a movie, has he?
Yeah, he was in the Fox X-Men movies.
All right, we want to say a great big thank you to
Diamond Select
for sending him to us for free to share with you today. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back of the packaging. And the side, got a really good artwork on the side. This is the boxes, the packaging with the like really thick little, like, almost like a book.
Yeah.
And then on the back, we have a little bit about him.
Yeah, Wolverine is the best he is at what he does, but the savage mutant known as Sabertooth clearly enjoys testing that fact. Capable of incredibly sadistic acts of brutality and violence, Sabertooth's time in the Weapon Plus program left him with an even more aggressive nature and a vendetta against Wolverine that would last for decades.
Oh, buddy, put it down.
Yeah.
So, and here's some of the other ones. We have Wolverine and
Marvel Girl.
Marvel Girl.
And I think we did this one.
I was going to say, I thought I recognized him.
But it was the brown costume,
right.
not the yellow and blue.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so let's go ahead and get
Sabertooth
out of the box and give you a much closer look. We'll be right back. All right, so there's
Sabertooth
out of the box, and he's got the claws extended. He's coming after me. So he has this really cool base that has two pegs on there, and he's pegged into this one in case.
No, actually, I'm just having him.
Oh,
he's
well,
just standing, freestanding. But
yeah, but he does have two pegs there.
But you can peg him on if you want, but he can stand without.
He can stand
being
without.
pegged as well.
He's like, I can do it by myself. So I'm gonna slide him to the side a second so we can show off this base first. All right, so you had to peg in these pieces, right?
Correct.
So you can peg. It goes right on there, and then this one pegs right into there. And then I dropped this really cool. I really like this sign.
Yeah,
Caution: do not enter. Department is it Department of Personnel? Trying to see. Anyway, very cool. Look at that. I love that. The claw marks on it and the bent. That's really neat. And the fact that it's all like dirty and everything with the black wash. That looks great. And then you have this, which is like almost like a exhaust fan on top of some...
Yeah, I guess.
And then you had it propped up there, which is really cool. That's neat. And like I said, there's the two pegs, and you can see it's like, is that corrugated steel? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, that's what I think.
And then they have the detailing all the way around. This is a really cool base. All right, so now let's take a look at Sabertooth himself. Yes. So there you go. And when I hear Sabertooth, like I was telling John, my mind just goes straight to the Flintstones.
Yeah.
But anyway, let me move that out of the way. Let's take a look at his facial sculpt. Yeah, look at that. He's got quite the underbite. And he's got quite the little plume of hair there. Blonde hair, all sculpted. And a serious underbite, like I said. He's got some mutton chops like you've never seen before. And then even to the side of his face has a couple like wrinkles right up there by his eye. Looks really neat. And then his collar of his jacket, or maybe that's just his collar. His fluff, his mane.
Yeah.
It looks really cool, the texturing and everything, and the how it's painted, because it's got like darker in the grooves and lighter, and it gives that some depth. It's really neat.
Yeah, I like the sculpt on this because you obviously you get a really cool look at the musculature, but then you also get these little like wrinkles where you can tell, oh, it's a suit he's wearing.
Yeah, that's
you get
true.
That cloth look.
Yeah, he's got, what do you call these, lats? I don't know, but man, he's got some back muscles going on. And then here's the muscles and everything on the side and in the front. Zero body fat on this guy, I'm thinking. So there's he does have on, he does have claw, you can see. Let's see if you can see his nails sticking out from there. It almost looks like he's wearing gloves, but yet you see the claws, and then you have the little shark fin
Yeah.
hanging down on both sides. I believe both hands are basically in the same position, like attack position. He does have some really cool marks on the side. He's pretty much symmetrical. I'm looking so far as all that markings and whatnot. So, and then all the way down to here, and he's got a little bit more red on the toes. And
it's funny too, and I just noticed, like, if you look at the feet, like it's it's obviously like a shoe, but like, if you catch the light just right,
yeah, you can see his
that
toes.
there's like toes in there.
Yeah, I was definitely seeing that. All right, you want to go ahead and show off his articulation?
All right, so let's take a look. So he's going to have articulation at the base of the head, so he can look from side to side. It will let him look up a little bit, so you can see the difference there. The shoulders will rotate and then extend. He has articulation at the elbows, so it will extend and then rotate as well. And then, of course, the wrists will rotate, and then they have the second point to bend to give that increased range of motion there. He has one point in the waist, so it'll allow him to pivot from side to side. Articulation at the hips, and then we'll go out and front to back. He has articulation at the knees, and they are just like the elbows. They will rotate in addition to bending. And then, of course, the ankles. The ankles are kind of tight, but the ankles will pivot to allow you to keep him, to allow you to keep him flat-footed when you're posing him and have him be able to stand on his own. So, very awesome looking Sabertooth figure, and glad to add it to our Marvel Select collection.
Alright, so there's one last look at
Sabertooth.
We want to say another great big thank you to
Diamond Select
for sending him to us for free to share with you today. Thanks so much for watching. As always, come back and see us. Like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.